Warning: if you're still using "hey" as your go-to opener, you might as well be waving a red flag. In today's fast-paced dating world, your texting game can make or break your chances faster than you can say swipe right. But don't sweat it, buddy. I've got your back with some hard-earned wisdom from a decade in the trenches of the dating scene. Listen up, fellas. Whether you're a millennial swiping through Tinder or a Gen X silver fox diving back into the dating pool, mastering the art of texting is crucial. It's like learning to drive stick. Once you get it, you're golden. So, let's dive into the do's and don'ts that'll keep her interested without making you look like you're trying harder than a vegan at a Texas barbecue. Do. Be authentic. First things first, keep it real. You're not auditioning for a rom-com here. Women can smell inauthenticity from a mile away, like a bloodhound sniffing out last week's takeout. Be yourself, quirks and all. If you're into obscure 80s bands or have a passion for artisanal hot sauces, let that shine through. Authenticity is like a good bourbon, smooth, distinctive, and always appreciated. Don't overdo the emojis. Emojis are like jalapenos. A little goes a long way. Use them to add flavor to your text, not drown them in a sea of smiley faces. You're a grown man, not a 13-year-old girl texting about the latest TikTok dance. A well-placed wink or smirk can add just the right touch of playfulness. But if your text looks like it's been attacked by the emoji keyboard, it's time to dial it back. Do. Show interest in her life. Ask questions about her interests, her day, her dreams. It's like being a detective, but instead of solving crimes, you're unlocking the mystery of what makes her tick. Did she mention a big presentation at work? Follow up on how it went. Is she training for a marathon? Ask about her progress. Showing genuine interest is like giving a mental high five. It makes people feel good and want to engage more. Don't double or triple text. Patience, young Padawan. Blowing up her phone like it's the 4th of July fireworks show is a surefire way to come off as needy. If she hasn't responded, resist the urge to send follow-up texts. She might be busy, or maybe she's just not that into you. Either way, bombarding her with messages won't help. It's like fishing. Sometimes you need to let the bait sit before you get a bite. Do. Use humor. Laughter is the best medicine, and it's also a great way to keep her interested. Crack jokes, share funny memes, but not the kind you'd be embarrassed if your mom saw, or tell a humorous anecdote from your day. Just remember, humor is subjective. What's hilarious to you might be crickets to her. Start with light, universally funny stuff before you break out your best Andrew Dice Clay impression. Don't get too sexual too fast. Slow your roll, Casanova. Unless you met on a specific app for hookups, diving into sexual territory too quickly is like ordering dessert before the appetizers. It might seem tempting, but it's not going to end well. Build a connection first. Flirt, sure, but keep it PG-13 until you're both clearly on the same page. Remember, you're trying to date her, not audition for an adult film. Do. Mind your grammar. You don't need to text like you're writing a dissertation, but basic grammar goes a long way. Your and your are not interchangeable, my friend. Neither are there, and there. It might seem nitpicky, but poor grammar can be a real turnoff. It's like showing up to a date with food in your teeth. Easily avoidable and not a great look. Don't play games. We're not in high school anymore, and the rules went out with dial-up internet. Don't wait 3 days to text back. Don't pretend to be busy when you're not. Transparency and honesty are sexy. Playing hard to get is about as effective as using a flip phone in 2024. It might work for some, but most people will just think you're out of touch. Do. Be consistent. Consistency is key, like your morning coffee or your favorite team's losing streak. If you're interested, show it consistently. This doesn't mean texting her every hour on the hour, but maintain a steady presence. If you usually text in the evenings, keep that pattern. Sporadic communication is confusing and can make her lose interest faster then you can say ghosting. Don't overshare. While being open is good, there's a fine line between honest communication and TMI. She doesn't need to know about your ingrown toenail or your complicated relationship with your ex-roommate's cat. Save some mystery for the in-person dates. Texting should be like a movie trailer. Give her just enough to want to see the full feature. Do use voice messages occasionally. Here's a pro tip. Voice messages can be a game changer. They add a personal touch that text can't convey. Your tone, your laugh, the way you say her name, these can all work in your favor. But use this power wisely. A 30-second voice note can be charming. A 5-minute soliloquy, not so much. It's like salt. A pinch enhances a flavor. Too much ruins a dish. Don't drunk text. I get it. After a few beers at the sports bar, texting her seems like the best idea since sliced bread. But trust me, it's not. Drunk texting is like drunk dialing's problematic cousin. It leaves a permanent record of your inebriated thoughts. If you've had more than 2 drinks, put the phone down. Future sober you will thank me. Do respect her time and boundaries. If she's at work or mentions she's having a busy week, respect that. Don't expect instant responses or get upset if she's not as chatty as usual. It's like respecting someone's personal space. It shows you're considerate and mature. Plus, it gives you both something to look forward to when you do catch up. Don't be a negative Nancy. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer, especially in the early stages of dating. Keep the tone of your text positive and upbeat. Save the rants about your boss or your fantasy football team's disappointing performance for your buddies. Positivity is attractive, like a well-tailored suit or a confident smile. Do plan actual dates. Remember, texting is a means to an end, not the end itself. Use it to set up real, in-person dates. Suggest specific plans. Want to check out that new taco place on Friday? Is much better than the vague, we should hang out sometime. Be proactive, like you're planning a tailgate party. Have a game plan, but be flexible. Don't overuse gifs and memes. While a well-timed gift can be hilarious, don't let them become a crutch. Your wit should come from you, not your meme folder. It's like using a laugh track. It might work once in a while, but overuse makes you seem unoriginal. Your own words will always be more impressive than a recycled joke. Do know when to take it offline. There comes a point when texting has served its purpose. If you've been texting for weeks without meeting up, it's time to either make a move or move on. Texting is like microwaving a steak. It'll do in a pinch, but it's no substitute for the real thing. Don't let a good connection fizzle out in the digital realm. In conclusion, mastering the art of texting is like becoming a grill master. It takes practice, timing, and knowing when to apply the heat and when to let things simmer. Remember, the goal is to keep her interested, not glued to her phone. Use these tips to showcase the best version of yourself. Build genuine connections and hopefully turn those text conversations into real-world romance. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the tried-and-true American tradition of meeting someone at a bar. Just maybe don't lead with hey. Good luck out there, and may your thumbs be ever in your favor.